was successfully deceived. And due to me being successfully deceived by these things, to thinking that they were somehow with me all of a sudden because of what had happened and what I told you in the video before, I did probably the stupidest thing I could have done. I wrote the name of a known entity, thinking that maybe they were somehow giving me power. I wrote the name of this entity and I put it in my pocket as if I was trusting in the power of this entity. It didn't take long, but I guess I had forgotten what I had done, and I was probably thinking a lot different. But it was in the same few days that this all happened. I remember when it first happened, I was sitting on my bed and I was alone. And I heard the voice, like the voice from the video game Mortal Kombat, the way it was spoke whenever you were choosing a character. Whenever you would choose a character, sometimes it would say Liu Kang or Sub-Zero in a very deep voice. And that with a deep voice like that, I heard the word demon. And I felt the air begin to move around me. I immediately became unhinged within myself. I was very frightened because this was something like never before. I watched as the wind raced around the room, and the wind went from being wind to three things, just as I was warned. And they were circling the room like heads of spirits, and they were laughing as they circled me, and they circled the room very quickly. They were invisible, but I could see them. And my head, it seemed, started to split down the middle. The pain was horrible. It scared me so much. I could feel my head as it was cracking from the front and reaching back to the back of my head, just cracking like an egg down the middle. And I took both of my hands, thinking my head would soon pop and split open, and put them on both sides of my head and tried to hold it together. And I was afraid. Even now thinking, I can't remember how that episode ended. But that was just the first time. The second time that it happened, I was in front of my girlfriend, and we were talking, arguing. And all of a sudden, right there in the middle of our argument, I heard it again. Demon. And the same things happened. And I stopped speaking. And she kept going. And at first I kind of got lost in what started to happen. I felt the wind again, and I seen the three heads that were circling the room, and I could see them, I can hear them laughing. And I started to feel my head start splitting again. And I looked at her and tried to whisper it to her, please, just stop, get out of here, just leave the room. I wanted to get her away because I didn't know what would happen. But she didn't understand, at least I didn't think so. I think I ended up walking out of the room and begging them things to follow me. I then remembered that I had that name in my pocket, and I had been carrying it with me all this time. I took it out of my pocket, went to the bathroom, and I flushed it down the commode.